Man, I gotta say that Kendrick Lamar, he's something else. The man put together a masterpiece, an instant masterpiece, and I can't wait to see the rest of the album. It's truly gonna be something with Mr. Morale and uh, Big Steppers. That's gonna be straight fire. To me, this was just a window into the rest of the album, I'm sure, but it's also a continuation from To Pimp a Butterfly and also Damn. The soulful infused melodies with the Marvin Gaye sample is everything. It just creates a vibe that is timeless. And that's what I love about Kendrick. He's so intentional in the music that he chooses. The production is always A1. And then with his choppy flow and layered lyrics that have so many double entendres and meanings, it's so powerful that you got to go back and listen to it like 2 or 3 times. Like I haven't gotten through the third listen yet, and I'm still dissecting and listening because with Kendrick, it's almost gonna be like a damn math problem when you're trying to listen to his music because it's so many steps. It's like a process in which you really have to follow each step and get everything right so you understand exactly where he's coming from, or you just miss the whole damn boat. The man is on. He just take. What I like about him is that he's just a true artist, and it's not just in the genre. Even though it's in the genre of hip hop, Kendrick. When I listen to him and what he does with his music, it almost seems as like he's intentional, like a painter would be, having all of his canvas right, having his colors. Everything has to be a certain way. He's very intentional in everything that he lays out in each track. And a lot of artists, I mean, they have their A&R teams that do it, but you can tell Kendrick is on a whole nother level when it comes to it, from the video to the song to the lyrics to even the mathematical add up of the name and what it represents. Somebody said that the album name equates to the 1968, which is when President Nixon had put forth some things in his presidency that was hindering black people and black culture and just minorities in general. And that's another thing. What I like is the critique of our culture through the faces and through the lens of different people that have had the most impact on our culture, albeit Will Smith, O.J. Simpson, Jesse Smollett, Kanye West, Kobe Bryant, and Nipsey Hussle. To me, in the last 5 years, those have been prominent black entertainers that have had either a positive or negative effect on the culture in the last 5 years. Have been the most relevant, the most shape-shifting. Given this year, you just had the Red Table Talk, which was I think that was a year ago, but then you just had the Will Smith, him slapping Chris Rock, which stemmed from the fractured relationship between him and Jada Pinkett and how he's always emasculated. And how what Kendrick said in that track, he said, hurt people hurt people. That was so powerful because you hear that all the time, but you don't usually hear a rapper delve into certain things that are related to pain, because you do hear it, but not in the way that Kendrick put it. You hear it from a standpoint of, yeah, you hurt me, but it's like a retaliation, or I'm gonna hurt you back, or I'm gonna curse you out, or I'm gonna say something negative to match that energy. Whereas Kendrick phrased it from Will Smith's perspective is like, yeah, hurt people hurt people. That man is hurt, And I think it's powerful because rap is such a masculine fused genre that when you talk about somebody being hurt, it it can come off as being soft. But in this, the way Kendrick phrases it from Will Smith's perspective, everybody got exactly out of it what he intentionally wanted for that. And it was to make people go, damn, like, wow. Like, he touching on a lot of different things that affects our culture that ultimately comes from being disenfranchised and ultimately trying to find a means through entertainment. And we all have, but it's shown a complexity of blackness, but also a complexity that shows the highs and lows of black celebrity and entertainment, from Kanye West having his manic episodes to O.J. Simpson being above and beyond his color of being black until he wasn't. Even Will Smith, Will Smith and O.J. put white people at ease because they didn't get engaged in the struggle, if you will. They didn't agitate or make white people uncomfortable. If anything, they made them comfortable, and it made them likable to the point where you would say that's Will Smith or that's O.J. Simpson. They superseded the race of black until they didn't. And white people reminded Will Smith and O.J. that you still a nigga. And then when I looked at the most part, I'm not going to really speak on the Jussie Smollett one because I didn't really dissect that one as much. But obviously, Kendrick highlighted some things with that, how we all want to play that victimized role or demonized role in which gives us some credibility that we came from the struggle, we came from the lowest and reached the highest. And with him staging that, him getting beat up, that was something that he wanted to capitalize on. And we're all guilty of that, clout chasing. More people than not are guilty of that, especially in our culture. And then what I thought was the most powerful was Nipsey Hussle, and the late Nipsey Hussle and late Kobe Bryant both were represented extraordinarily well by Kendrick Lamar through his verses. And it almost kind of got me more in a melancholy, emotional state, especially when I heard when he was embodying Nipsey's spirit, his mannerisms, his cadence. I noticed in that verse how Nipsey would have said it if he could speak right now in flesh. I feel like that's what Kendrick captured. He enveloped that, and I believe he took the time to study Nipsey's mannerisms and what he really critically thought about what Nipsey would say if he was alive. And he said that the killer's soul is in question, and that Nipsey on that day, even though he had much heart to give, much more life to give, he was taken away. But Kendrick always spoke to how a lot of people really felt after Nipsey was killed. Like, we felt like he was stolen from all of us in the black community and even just the genre of rap. But when Kendrick said, basically Nipsey had to be taken for us to feel, that was powerful. Like, maybe his death can bring us together. And that gave us light of hope, because Nipsey energy does live through, and it's thriving. He was doing such good things. When he died, I feel like the movement increased. I feel like it accelerated. I feel like the sense of urgency that he had is now in a lot of people that he inspired. And that's, I think, what Kendrick ultimately wanted to do on this track, is to pay homage to those who left a legacy, in hopes that through his art that he could leave the same legacy, but to also highlight the struggles of the black community and culture, and how we are still devalued, not only by those that are not in our community, but we devalue ourselves. We degrade ourselves in hopes that, you know, we reach the highest of heights, even doing some of the things like a Jussie Smollett, and also forgetting where we come from, like a OJ. Will Smith doing things out of character because he's hurt. And people don't realize the song that he chose, Marvin Gaye, when the song goes, but I want you to want me too. What he's speaking to overall is that Will Smith, he wants to be loved. He wants Jada to love him like he loves her. But he's denied that love. And I think a lot of us in the black community want love, but we're denied it. We're denied it from our own. We're denied it from the system. We're denied it from a lot of things. And we lash out. We do things to get that validation. So Kendrick spoke to a lot of different ills in the neighborhood, in the community, but also the entertainment industry and how black culture has been shaped and how it's been shifting and moving since the beginning of time. So again, it was a vibe. I enjoyed it, and I think going forward, the album's gonna have definitely vestiges of To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn, and it's gonna be all about the vibratory frequency, be on just a higher level, but speaking to some of the ills that's in our community, but doing it in a way that is enjoyable, that you can vibe to even on a Sunday, or you can go, pregame to. That's what I like about Kendrick music. It's formless like water. It can be anything it wants to be, and it's open for interpretation from any and everybody. Saint V by AB signing out.